Hey YouTube, it's Cummins here. So today I'm going to be making a video of how to install fuel filter. This is the model number 3585XE on your Dodge Ram 2500 Cummins turbo diesel. Mine is a 2000. It might vary from different years or different style filters, but this is for the second gen, the 24 valve engine. So basically what you're going to need: filter, of course, big ass wrench, and a little drain pan to catch the fuel. So basically, bring this out here, bring it out, and I'm getting a bad fuel leak from the filter, I believe. Now here's your filter, the thing that says Mopar, and it's hard to see for you, but there's like a little, let me shove this down there, climb up on the bumper. Now we're going to take this little can and shove it down under here. It's like a little drain. Don't fall over on me. Alright. You see where that little cup is? There's a little petcock drain valve kind of thing right here. Let me get the camera in there. This little switch, you're gonna lift that up, and fuel is supposed to drain out. Well, fuel's supposed to drain out of there, but it's deciding not to. Oh, there it goes. Alright, you can see fuel draining out of there. So let that drain for a minute. And see, this has a nut on top of it. That's where we're going to get our big ass wrench. Whew. It's a dirty job, you're going to get dirty. Make sure you have paper towels. Alright, so we're going to grab the wrench here, big wrench. I want to open this up almost all the way because that's a big nut on there. And I'm not going to do it just yet because it's still draining. Climb up on here again. Oh, that's big. Not easy with the camera. Oh, and by the way, if the video's a little long, that's because I don't know how to edit stuff so far. So, I'm just going to make the videos really long. I'm going to get the wrench on there. Move this out of the way, because there we go. It's fitting better that way. So, you can see my big cup of fuel down there, still draining. So that should be drained enough where it won't come out the top here. I'm going to loosen this. This is a little loose, maybe that's why it's leaking. I just changed this 2,000 miles ago. I don't know why it's leaking, but it's getting to the point where it's pretty bad. You really should be doing this. What the? Alright, now that's pretty loose. Really should be doing that with the socket. So you're going to unscrew this. And if you don't mind getting your driveway a little easily, you just pull this right out, but you can take it. You gotta wiggle it. Wiggle. There it is. Come on. There it goes. Alright. So, we're gonna let that drain a little bit. Pull this out. I'm dripping fuel everywhere. I really don't care. So that is your fuel filter. Nothing too special, you know. Typical fuel filter. Just kind of snaps in place there. And here's your fuel filter where it goes in. Fuel filter canister. And get a better picture there. Yeah, you see that? Dirt down there? I don't know. But yeah. Drippy drip drip. Alright, so we're going to bring this over here. I want to put it in this box because I don't want it leaking. And, drip. So basically, this little, it's going to be hard for me to show you. Put my foot there, I can do it. Alright, so you could, well, you don't do it like me, but I'm putting my foot on the side and I'm just going to kind of, it snaps out of place, so just spin it around, snap it out. There it goes. So now, that's out of place. Remember when you install it again, this thing with the hole, this side's flat, the side with the hole goes down, and that cap goes on top of it, so it mounts like this. Okay, so let's get the new one out of the box. So, here's the new one. Looks the same. Here's the O-ring, which we'll be putting in a second. Right. So this is what you get. O-ring and the fuel filter. Let me go get the tripod. That'll make this a lot easier. thought set up to be really tall. Alright, so what we're going to do, oh, that's really tall. Let's get you lower. Alright. Put you in the tripod. Go in, go. Alright. So, what you're going to do, you're going to grab your cap. You see it? Alright, grab your cap. See this little yellow one? This is from the old one. I'm going to peel that off. You might get a screwdriver for that. Oh, there you go. And it just pulls off. This could have been part of my problem. You know, maybe we got pinched or something. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. So, take your new O-ring, and I would suggest, let's see so you can see it, get a little diesel on your finger and just coat the O-ring with it, because you don't want, you know, the O-ring to pinch. And just like you would your oil filter, you want to have lubrication on there for when you first crank it down. Alright, so now take that, you know, spread it out, put it on there, and make sure it's all the way in the bottom groove. So work your hand around there. It may not want to go. Okay. Make sure it's all the way down, like over here. It doesn't want to stay down. There. Alright. So, now you got that. I would personally take a paper towel. Some people might be against this. I'm going to take a paper towel and clean out. There's little bits of dirt in here. And then clean around the threads. You know, just to keep clean. Like that. Then, take a fuel filter. See this side, this is a little different filter. It has a little nipple thing right here. And this is the side of the holder, some dirt on the bottom of this. Wipe this off. Alright, you got that now? Alright, so you can take this, put these two together. It's going to kind of take some, not forcing it, but there you go. It just snaps right in there. This is allowed to spin freely. So now, I'm going to go over to the truck. I'll bring you guys with me on the tripod. Alright. Let's see if I can get you to see in here. Lift you up. It's going to be a little hard for you to see. Well, you get an idea. So I'm just going to go in there and clean around the edge of that filter. Because you want it to make a nice good seal. You know, there's just dirt and grit in there that you don't want. Clean around where the seal is going to be made. It's just this top kind of lip. And you're going to clean that out. Let me show you what came off of that. See all that just black? Ooh, focus. It's just this black crap that you don't want in there. So, let me run and go grab the filter. So now you have your new filter. Okay. You're gonna back on up here. And you're gonna take it and you're gonna slide it down in here. Work it past the oil check tube, and there it goes. It's gonna slide in. You might not be able to see it, but make sure you don't cross thread this. It's a big thread. It's pretty easy to cross thread. So get it in there. But now you can shut this little fuel pet cock that we saw earlier. That little peanut butter jar that I put down there is filled with fuel. So we're gonna turn this hand tight for now. There's hand tight. Okay. Then take your wrench. And you don't want to put too much on this. I'll get this down here better. You don't want to put too much force on this, or else you're going to strip it. But, you know, get it not hand tight, but, you know, get it tight enough to where you feel comfortable with that tightness. You can kind of feel plastic. So, get that in there nice and good. You know, I'm gonna give it a little more. This wrench is a little big for this, but it's a lot easier. Someone just hung. It's a lot easier if you have a socket to do this. I'll tell you that. One more little turn. Alright, that's more than tight. So now, let's get you off the tripod. Get this off the engine. Do not bridge your battery cable, battery terminals. Alright, let's get you off the tripod. Okay, we're at 10 minutes already, wow. Alright, I'm going to go in here and just, you see how wet around that filter is. Just going to clean that off a little bit. I want to know, when my mom's home, I want to know if this is going to leak again, which it better not. So, wipe that down pretty well. Yeah, it's wet. Get rid of the tools. Now, here comes another dirty spilling part. By the way, put the old filter in the box here. Alright. Now, you got this pesky fuel bottle down there, which I'm going to spill. There's no other choice. For me, at least. If you use a little bit bigger bottle, there it is. Ooh, come on. There we go. Oh, it's spilling all over. Doesn't diesel look cool? So that's, you're gonna lose a bit of diesel. I'm just gonna put this up here for now. I might filter that up with a coffee filter later and put it back in the truck. Some people might not like that. I'll clean my hands too, because I don't want diesel all over my steering wheel. Alright, get another paper towel. Oh, okay. Sorry about the shaking. But, so now, we gotta prime the fuel system. This isn't that hard. You're gonna wanna make sure you prime it 2 times so you don't get air in your system and make it hard for the truck to start. Alright, so by priming the fuel system, turn off the fan in here. What you do to prime the fuel system is you bump the starter. So you turn the thing on and just bump the starter. And you might be able to hear it after this car goes by. You might be able to hear that. But that's the fuel pump running. So yeah, you can hear it. Shut the door. Still running. You're gonna do that again. So, to on, pump the starter. You see that time? Yeah, that time didn't do it. Let's see. Okay, turn to off again. That time it didn't work. So, back. On, pump the starter. There it goes. So this is priming your fuel system with new fuel. You're going to do this, I would say 15 minutes. 6 times. 6 times is a good amount. Take the key out, key back in. Let it run again. Open the door so we can hear it. Yeah, it's quiet. It's still running. If you don't have one, get a fuel pressure gauge. It's a good idea. Bump it again. No. Oh, the truck started. There it goes. Oh, yeah, it's running weird. Let it prime again. Pump it. See how it died there? That's because it's not getting enough fuel. So you're gonna just bump it again. So it's priming the fuel system again, or priming the fuel filter bowl. All right, let's see if it starts this time. prime it again. Pump, and then let it prime. Make sure the fuel filter's running this time. Fuel pump is running. Let's do it again. Pump. Mr. Fuel Pump, why aren't you running? I'm gonna check the connection down there. It should be running. It doesn't seem like it is. Alright. Okay, that's weird. That's supposed to be running down there. Let me just make sure that connection's still. Oh, that's weird. Alright. Try one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'll have to figure out what's going on. That's a seat. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Now my fuel pressure's back up to normal. It's a little weird. That, when you start it for the first time after doing that, you know, when you're trying to start it, you can push the pedal to the, not to the floor, but, you know, halfway. Alright. There we go. So I think that's fixed there. No more fuel leak that I can see. So that's how to change your fuel filter. That may not have been the best video because I'm new to this, but that's basically it. So alright, I'll see you later, YouTube.